first off, I don't mean to actually like infringe somebody's copyright. I don't mean actually steal music. Get that out of the way. That's not what I mean. We'll get into what I mean, but this video was originally a post I made on my blog, blog.musicbyisj.com. Go check it out. I post there almost every day if you want updates about me writing about music, music theory, music composition, music production, whatever random stuff I'm thinking that day. Go check it out. I'll put a link in the description, but this is a post there from a while ago. So steal ideas to create your own music. I don't really mean actually steal music, but I mean steal ideas. One thing I'll do if I am trying to write a piece of music, or I want to write some music, or I just want to get some music like made that day, is I'll find a piece of music that I like and I'll take an idea from it. Now, I wouldn't take full melodies or even lyrics really, because those are going to be a little more difficult to actually put in your music and not get in trouble for copyright. But steal ideas. Maybe you like a certain pad, a certain instrument, right? A certain feeling, a certain rhythm, a certain 3-note group, right? You're thinking small ideas, or maybe a chord progression is something that you like. Take that and use that in your own music. I do this all the time because I find it as a great way to get inspired to write a piece of music, to get an idea to start, because I think starting a new piece of music can be often intimidating because you don't have any ideas yet, you don't know what you're going to write, but you want to write something, and you need to think of that first tiny little like kernel of an idea to get you going. I often use this all the time. Maybe it's literally just an idea of, I hear a piece of music I like and I'm like, oh, maybe writing a piece for solo piano is a cool thing to do right now. And I'll write a piece for solo piano. It doesn't have to be a fancy idea, but take tiny little pieces of whatever you're listening to. Maybe a chord progression, right? Or maybe it's one chord. I do that all the time. I'll hear a piece of music and I'll hear one specific chord that I want to use, and I'll put that chord into my own music. I'll write another chord progression around it, but that one functional chord stays with the same function in whatever key I'm writing in, right? You could also do this with rhythms. Maybe you're listening to a piece of music and you really like this one rhythm of the hi-hat in the drum beat. Take that hi-hat rhythm, use it in your own music, create a new song with that hi-hat rhythm. Did you steal it from somebody else? Yeah, definitely, right? Almost all music and all art is derivative in some way, meaning that it was inspired by or using similar ideas to music that came before it. But that one little idea, you can't copyright a rhythm for a hi-hat. So you can take that piece and use it in your own music, or a specific synth sound. I did this when I made my album Expanding an Electric Symphony. Go check it out. Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, all the fun stuff. But I did this when I wrote that piece of music. I was really into World by Porter Robinson at the time, so I took a lot of ideas that I thought he used really well and I thought were really cool, and I used them in my own music. I also took ideas from like pieces by Stravinsky for that same album. They don't at all sound like Stravinsky, but I took them. Another thing I did when writing Expanding was I was at an orchestra rehearsal of a community orchestra where I was living at the time, and I heard a piece by Darius Milhaud. Apologies for the pronunciation on that one. But I was listening to a piece by him, and it had a section that was very polytonal. So I took the idea of polytonality and I used it in my own music. And did I steal the idea from him? I mean, I guess, but you can't copyright an idea of polytonality. You can't copyright that idea, so me using it is fine. But what I mean is that you steal ideas, not necessarily pieces of music. You're thinking, what central idea, what feeling, what mood are they using, or what's the idea behind this melody, right? Steal that. What are 3 notes that you can take? What, maybe you take the idea of a descending melody or an ascending melody going up. You're stealing small ideas, not big chunks of music. And I do this all the time. It's a great way to get started writing, to get some kernel of an idea so that you can get started writing a piece of music, as using that idea kind of as a springboard, so you don't have to think of that initial jump into writing. That's it. See if you can find a song, take an idea from it. Don't steal the whole song. You're get into some trouble if you do that. But steal an idea and use it in your own piece of music. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about music. If you did, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.